Hey Gemini, I just sat down with my cards and wow, I need to share what came through for you today. The energy around this reading is something I have not felt in a while, and I think you are going to want to hear every single word of this because the universe is literally reorganizing your entire reality right now. So let me just start by saying that when I asked the cards about what is happening for Gemini at this exact moment, the first card that came out was the Three of Cups. And I actually had to pause because this card showed up with such clear energy. The Three of Cups is all about celebration, community, and genuine joy that comes from connection. But here is what makes this so specific for you right now. This is not about surface-level friendships or casual hangouts. The cards are showing me that there is a reunion happening or about to happen in your life. Someone from your past or a group of people who truly get you are coming back into your world. And this is significant, because you have been in a period where you might have felt a bit isolated or like you were doing everything alone. The Three of Cups here is telling me that isolation phase is over. You are moving into a time where your tribe finds you. These are people who celebrate your wins, who understand your journey, who do not require you to dim your light to make them comfortable. I am seeing collaborative projects, creative partnerships, or even just friendships that feel like coming home. The energy here is so warm and genuine. This is not forced networking or obligation-based relationships. This is soul-level recognition. People are going to start showing up in your life who match your frequency. And honestly, Gemini, after everything you have been through, you deserve this kind of support system. What I find really interesting about the Three of Cups appearing first is that it sets the tone for everything else. This is a card of abundance in relationships, and it is telling me that the new chapter you are entering is not a solo journey. You are being surrounded by the right people at the right time. I also want to mention that for some of you, this could literally be about a celebration coming up. Maybe an event, a gathering, a wedding, or some kind of ceremony where you reconnect with people who matter. The universe is orchestrating these meetings, and they are not random. Every person who shows up in your life in the coming weeks has a purpose. They are either here to support your growth, collaborate with you, or remind you of who you really are beneath all the roles you have been playing. Take note of who reaches out to you, who crosses your path unexpectedly, who invites you to things. These are divine appointments. The Three of Cups also speaks to your creative and emotional fulfillment. You are entering a phase where you actually enjoy your life again. Simple pleasures, laughter, spontaneous plans, moments that make you feel alive. After a period of heaviness or overthinking, this is the breath of fresh air you have been waiting for. Now the second card completely shifts the energy, but in a way that makes total sense. I pulled the Six of Cups, and okay, this is where things get really interesting. The Six of Cups is the card of nostalgia, childhood memories, innocence, and past connections. When this card shows up, it usually means someone from your past is thinking about you or about to reach back out. But there is more to it than just a random ex or old friend sliding into your DMs. The Six of Cups carries the energy of healing through revisiting the past. You might find yourself reflecting on earlier versions of yourself, on dreams you used to have, on the person you were before life got complicated. And here is what the cards are really trying to tell you. That version of you, that innocent, hopeful, dreaming version, never left. You just buried it under responsibilities and disappointments and the pressure to be practical. The Six of Cups is an invitation to reconnect with that part of yourself. What did you love doing before you worried about what other people thought? What excited you before you learned to play it safe? The universe is asking you to bring some of that energy back into your current life. Now, on a literal level, yes, someone from your past may very well contact you. This could be an old friend, a childhood connection, maybe even a past romantic interest. And the energy around this reconnection is sweet and healing. There is no drama here, no unfinished business that is going to blow up your life. This is more about closure, understanding, or simply remembering good times. For some of you, this might involve going back to a place from your past, your hometown, a school, somewhere that holds memories. These revisits are important because they help you integrate your journey. You get to see how far you have come while also honoring where you started. The Six of Cups also has a message about forgiveness and letting go of old hurts. Maybe there is someone you need to forgive, including yourself. Maybe there are childhood wounds that are ready to be healed now that you are older and have more perspective. The cards are saying that this healing is available to you right now. You do not have to carry old pain into your new beginning. Another layer to the Six of Cups is about gifts and generosity. Someone might offer you help, support, or resources with no strings attached. Accept it. This is the universe providing for you through human channels. Or you might find yourself in a position to help someone else, to pass forward the kindness you once received. There is a beautiful reciprocity happening in your life right now. The third card that came through is the Four of Cups, and at first I was like, wait, this seems contradictory to the celebration energy we just saw. But then I realized this is actually a really important message for you. The Four of Cups shows someone sitting under a tree with 3 cups in front of them, looking kind of bored or dissatisfied, while a hand from a cloud is offering a 4th cup that they are not even noticing. This card is about apathy, meditation, or being so focused on what you do not have that you miss what is being offered. Here is how this applies to your situation right now. You have been manifesting, praying, working towards certain goals and outcomes. But there is a real possibility that when the opportunity finally shows up, you might not recognize it because it does not look exactly how you pictured it. The Four of Cups is a warning not to dismiss blessings because they come in unexpected packaging. That job offer that seems too entry-level might actually be your foot in the door to something amazing. That person who does not fit your usual type might actually be the healthy relationship you have been asking for. That creative project that feels small might be the one that changes everything. The universe is trying to hand you something, but you have to be present enough to see it and humble enough to receive it. Now here is another interpretation that feels really relevant. The Four of Cups can also represent a necessary pause, a moment of turning inward before you make your next move. Maybe you have been so busy chasing external validation and achievements that you have lost touch with what you actually want. This card is permission to sit with yourself, to get quiet, to really check in with your own heart before you commit to the next thing. Not every opportunity deserves your yes. Not every invitation aligns with your path. The Four of Cups is teaching you discernment. It is okay to turn things down. It is okay to say I am not ready yet, or this is not for me. You do not have to jump at every offer just because it shows up. Trust your inner knowing. If something feels off, it probably is, even if it looks good on paper. At the same time, do not let perfectionism or fear keep you stuck. There is a fine line between healthy discernment and self-sabotage. The cards are asking you to be honest with yourself about which one you are doing. Are you protecting your peace or are you hiding from opportunity? Are you being selective or are you letting good things pass you by because you are too comfortable in your current state? Only you know the answer, but it is worth asking yourself. The Four of Cups also suggests that you might be feeling emotionally guarded right now. Maybe you have been disappointed before, and now you are hesitant to get excited about anything. That is understandable, but do not let past hurt close you off to future joy. The universe is sending you new experiences and they deserve a fair chance. The 4th card I pulled is the Four of Pentacles, and this one really clarifies what has been going on beneath the surface for you. The Four of Pentacles shows someone holding tightly onto their coins, sitting in a very controlled, closed-off position. This card is about security, control, fear of loss, and scarcity mindset. And Gemini, I think this has been a real theme for you lately. You have been holding on so tightly to what you have because you are afraid that if you let go or take a risk, you will lose everything. This might show up as staying in a job that drains you because at least it pays the bills. Staying in a relationship that is not quite right because at least you are not alone. Keeping the same routine because at least it is predictable. The Four of Pentacles is not about being smart with your resources. It is about being so controlled by fear that you stop living. You stop growing. You stop taking chances. And here is what the cards want you to understand. That tight grip you have on your life right now is actually blocking your blessings. When your hands are full holding on to the old stuff, there is no room for the universe to give you something new and better. You have to create space. You have to release. You have to trust that you are supported even when you cannot see the net. Now I want to be clear. The cards are not telling you to be reckless or irresponsible. This is not about quitting everything and hoping for the best. This is about recognizing where your need for control has become a prison. Where are you playing small because you are scared? Where are you saying no to opportunities because they feel risky? Where are you letting fear make your decisions instead of faith? The Four of Pentacles also speaks to your relationship with money and material security. You might be experiencing some financial anxiety right now, or holding on to a scarcity mindset, even if objectively, you are doing okay. The cards are reminding you that wealth flows. It comes and goes. Holding on to it desperately actually repels more of it. Think about the energy of generosity versus the energy of hoarding. Which one feels more abundant? The universe responds to your vibration. If you vibrate lack, you create more lack. If you vibrate abundance and trust, you attract more flow. This does not mean being careless with money. It means releasing the fear-based grip and moving into wise stewardship. Another aspect of the Four of Pentacles is about emotional availability. Some of you have been so focused on protecting yourselves that you have become emotionally unavailable. You do not let people in. You do not share what is really going on. You keep everything surface level and safe. But connection requires vulnerability. Growth requires openness. The new life that is trying to begin for you requires you to soften, to trust, to let people and experiences touch you. The walls you built to protect yourself are now the walls keeping you trapped. Okay, so the fifth card is the King of Wands, and this is where the energy really shifts into manifestation mode. The King of Wands is a powerhouse card. This is the mature masculine energy of fire, leadership, charisma, vision, and bold action. When this king shows up, it means you are being called to step into your power in a major way. No more playing small. No more waiting for permission. No more doubting whether you have what it takes. The King of Wands says you do have what it takes, and it is time to act like it. This card often represents a person entering your life who embodies these qualities. This could be a mentor, a business partner, a romantic interest, or just someone who inspires you to level up. This person is confident, ambitious, creative, and not afraid to take risks. They see potential in you that maybe you have not fully seen in yourself yet. Pay attention to who shows up with this energy because they are meant to catalyze something in you. But more importantly, the King of Wands is telling you that you are becoming this person. You are stepping into your own authority. You are owning your talents and gifts. You are ready to take your vision and actually build it in the real world. This is not about dreaming anymore. This is about doing. The King of Wands is a master manifester who understands that inspired action is what turns vision into reality. He does not wait for perfect conditions. He creates momentum and the path unfolds as he walks. This is your energy right now, Gemini. You have all the creative fire, all the ideas, all the enthusiasm you need. What you have been lacking is the follow-through, and the King of Wands is here to change that. You are being supported to take decisive action on something you have been thinking about for way too long. Start the business. Launch the project. Have the conversation. Make the move. Whatever it is that has been simmering in your mind, it is time to bring it into form. The universe is backing you, but you have to take the first step. Now, here is what I love about the King of Wands showing up in your reading. This king is magnetic. He attracts opportunities, people, and resources because of his energy, not because he is chasing or forcing anything. When you embody this frequency of confidence and purpose, life starts happening for you instead of to you. Doors open. Invitations come. The right people show up. You do not have to figure out every detail. You just have to move in the direction of your vision and trust that the universe will meet you there. The King of Wands also speaks to your leadership abilities. You might be stepping into a role where other people look to you for guidance, inspiration, or direction. This could be at work, in your community, in your family, or in your creative field. Own it. You have earned this position through your experiences, and you have wisdom to share. Do not shrink because you are worried about being too much or too bold. The world needs your fire right now. The sixth card that came through is the Hanged Man, and okay, this might seem like a strange card after all that forward momentum energy, but actually it makes perfect sense. The Hanged Man is about surrender, new perspective, and the productive pause. This card shows a figure hanging upside down, which represents seeing things from a completely different angle. What you thought was true might not be. What you thought was impossible might actually be available. The Hanged Man asks you to release your attachment to how you think things should look, and instead be open to how they actually are. Here is what this means for you practically. You have been pushing and efforting and trying to force certain outcomes. The Hanged Man says that approach is not working anymore. What you need now is to let go and allow. This does not mean giving up on your dreams. This means stopping the struggle and trusting that things are unfolding in divine timing. There is a bigger plan at work here, and sometimes the best thing you can do is get out of your own way. The Hanged Man also represents sacrifice, but not in a martyrdom way. This is about letting go of what no longer serves you so that something better can come in. Maybe you need to sacrifice your need to control everything. Maybe you need to sacrifice old patterns and beliefs that keep you stuck. Maybe you need to sacrifice relationships or situations that are draining your energy. Whatever it is, the release is necessary for your evolution. You cannot take old baggage into new beginnings. Another layer of the Hanged Man is about spiritual awakening and seeing reality more clearly. You might be going through a period where your entire worldview is shifting. Things you used to believe do not make sense anymore. People you used to trust have shown their true colors. Dreams you used to have do not excite you the same way. This is not a crisis, this is clarity. You are shedding illusions and seeing truth. It might be uncomfortable, but it is necessary. The Hanged Man also asks you to find peace in the waiting. I know you want everything to happen right now, but some things need time to develop. Seeds grow underground before they break through the surface. Your dreams are gestating. Your blessings are forming. Trust the process, even when you cannot see evidence of progress. The waiting is not wasted time. It is preparation time. You are becoming the person who can handle the life you have been asking for. Card number 7 is the King of Swords, and this energy is all about mental clarity, truth, and strategic thinking. The King of Swords is the master of logic, reason, and clear communication. He cuts through confusion and gets straight to the point. When this card shows up, it means you are being called to use your mind powerfully. No more emotional spiraling, no more getting lost in anxiety or what-ifs. The King of Swords says think clearly, speak truthfully, and make decisions based on logic and information rather than fear and emotion. Now, this does not mean you should ignore your feelings. It means you need to balance your emotional knowing with rational thinking. You are smart, Gemini, like really smart, and sometimes you underestimate your own intelligence. The King of Swords is reminding you that you already know what to do in most situations. You do not need more information or more opinions or more time to think about it. Trust your knowing and act on it. This card also speaks to the power of your words right now. What you say matters. How you communicate matters. The King of Swords is excellent at articulating complex ideas in ways that people can understand. You might find yourself in situations where you need to advocate for yourself, negotiate, set boundaries, or have difficult conversations. The energy is supporting you to do this with confidence and clarity. Speak your truth even if your voice shakes. Say what needs to be said, even if it makes people uncomfortable. Your voice is your power, and it is time to use it. The King of Swords can also represent a person in your life who has this energy. This might be a lawyer, a teacher, a consultant, or just someone who gives you really solid practical advice. This person sees situations objectively and can help you cut through emotional fog to see what is real. Listen to their perspective because they might be offering you wisdom you need to hear right now. On a deeper level, the King of Swords is about integrity and ethical action. This king does not bend his principles for convenience or approval. He stands by his values even when it costs him something. You are being called to that same level of integrity. Do the right thing even when no one is watching. Be honest even when a lie would be easier. Keep your word even when circumstances change. This is how you build real self-respect and lasting success. The King of Swords also indicates that you might be dealing with legal matters, contracts, or official documentation. Make sure you read everything carefully, ask questions, and do not sign anything you do not fully understand. This is a time to be thorough and precise in all your dealings. The 8th card is the 7 of Wands, and wow, this is a fighter card. The 7 of Wands shows someone standing on higher ground, defending their position against 6 other wands coming at them from below. This is the energy of standing your ground, defending your beliefs, and not backing down even when you are outnumbered. So here is what this means for you. You are about to enter, or maybe you are already in a situation where you have to defend yourself, your choices, your vision, or your territory. Other people might challenge you, question you, or try to knock you off your position. This could be at work where someone is competing with you or undermining you. This could be in your personal life where family or friends do not understand your choices. This could be in your mind where your own doubts are attacking your confidence. The Seven of Wands says you have the strength to win this battle, but you have to be willing to fight for what you believe in. Now let me be clear about what fight means here. This is not about being aggressive or combative for no reason. This is about standing firm in your truth when others try to push you around. This is about protecting your energy and your vision when people try to project their limitations onto you. This is about not apologizing for taking up space or going after what you want. You have every right to be where you are and to want what you want. The Seven of Wands gives you permission to stop explaining yourself to people who are determined to misunderstand you. Not everyone is going to support your journey, and that is okay. You do not need everyone on your team. You just need you on your team. The Seven of Wands also indicates that you have worked hard to get to where you are. You have earned your position, and you should not let anyone make you feel guilty about your success or your ambitions. Sometimes when you start leveling up, people who stayed stagnant will try to pull you back down. They will criticize you, gossip about you, or try to make you doubt yourself. This is not about you. This is about their own insecurity and envy. Do not let their fear become your limitation. Keep rising. The Seven of Wands can feel exhausting because it requires constant vigilance and defense. You might feel like you are always having to prove yourself or justify your choices. But here is the thing. You do not owe anyone an explanation for your life. You are allowed to pursue your dreams without needing permission or approval from others. The people who truly support you will celebrate your wins. The people who do not support you will always find something to criticize. Choose yourself over their comfort. The ninth card is the Eight of Wands, and finally we get some serious movement energy. The Eight of Wands is one of my favorite cards because it represents rapid progress, quick developments, and things finally happening after a period of waiting. This card shows 8 wands flying through the air toward a destination, and the message is clear: everything is about to speed up. If you have been feeling stuck or like nothing is moving, the 8 of Wands says that is about to change dramatically. Suddenly opportunities will start coming in. Messages will arrive. People will reach out. Doors will open. Things that seemed impossible will suddenly become available. The energy is fast, and you need to be ready to move with it. This is not the time to hesitate or second-guess yourself. When the opportunity shows up, take it. The Eight of Wands often indicates travel or movement, either physical or metaphorical. You might be taking a trip, relocating, or just experiencing a major shift in your life circumstances. Things are going to feel very different very quickly. And while change can be disorienting, this particular change is in your favor. The universe is rushing to deliver what you have been asking for. Now here is what you need to know about Eight of Wands energy. It requires you to be flexible and adaptable. Things might not happen exactly on your timeline or in the order you expected. Plans might change last minute. You might have to pivot quickly or make fast decisions. This is where you have to trust your intuition and move with confidence even when you do not have all the information. The Eight of Wands rewards those who are willing to take inspired action without overthinking every detail. This card also speaks to communication and information exchange. You might receive news that changes everything. A message you have been waiting for finally comes through. A conversation happens that opens up new possibilities. Pay attention to emails, texts, calls, and unexpected information because important details are coming your way. The Eight of Wands energy can feel overwhelming because so much is happening at once. You might feel like you barely have time to process one thing before the next thing arrives. Try to stay grounded and present. Take it one step at a time. You do not have to figure out the whole staircase. You just have to take the next step. The universe is orchestrating everything, and there is a method to the momentum, even if you cannot see it yet. For some of you, the Eight of Wands indicates a creative breakthrough or a project that suddenly takes off. Maybe something you have been working on gets recognition or goes viral or just gains traction in a way you did not expect. This is confirmation that you are on the right path and your efforts are paying off. Keep going. The momentum is building and you are about to see results. The 10th and final card is the World, and honestly, Gemini, I cannot think of a more perfect card to end this reading. The World is the final card of the major arcana, and it represents completion, fulfillment, achievement, and the ending of one major life cycle and the beginning of another. When the World appears, It means you are graduating to a new level. Everything you have been through, all the lessons, all the challenges, all the growth, it was all preparation for this moment. You are ready. The World card shows a figure dancing in the center of a wreath, surrounded by the symbols of the four elements, and the message is that you have mastered this particular chapter of your life. You have learned what you needed to learn. You have become who you needed to become, and now you get to step into a reality that reflects that growth. The World is a card of success and recognition. You are being seen, celebrated, and rewarded for your efforts. This might look like achieving a major goal, completing a significant project, reaching a milestone, or simply arriving at a place of inner peace and wholeness that you have been seeking. You have come full circle, Gemini. Things are coming together in ways that feel almost miraculous. Pieces that did not make sense before suddenly click into place. People and opportunities align perfectly. You look back at your journey and realize that everything happened exactly as it needed to for you to arrive here. The World also speaks to expansion and freedom. You are no longer confined by old limitations, old beliefs, or old identities. You get to create your life from a place of possibility rather than restriction. The whole world is available to you, and you finally believe you deserve to experience it. For some of you, the World literally indicates international opportunities, travel, or connections with people from different cultures. Your world is expanding beyond your immediate environment, and you are being invited to think bigger, dream bigger, and play on a larger stage. This card also represents integration and wholeness. You have integrated all the different parts of yourself, the light and the shadow, the strong and the vulnerable, the logical and the intuitive. You are no longer at war with yourself. You have made peace with your story, and you can move forward with clarity and confidence. The World is telling you that the long-awaited moment is here. The new life you have been building is ready to begin. Everything you have been manifesting is coming into form. This is your time, Gemini. Step into it fully. Celebrate yourself. Acknowledge how far you have come. And get ready because the universe has been preparing something absolutely beautiful for you, and it is about to be revealed. Okay? So let me just recap what came through in this reading because the message is so clear and so powerful. You pulled 3 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 4 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Hanged Man, King of Swords, 7 of Wands, 8 of Wands, and the World. That is exactly 10 cards, and together they are telling a complete story about this pivotal moment in your life. You are moving from isolation into community and celebration. You are healing old wounds and reconnecting with parts of yourself you lost along the way. You are being offered new opportunities that require you to stay present and open. You are releasing fear-based control and learning to trust the flow of life. You are stepping into powerful leadership and taking bold action on your vision. You are surrendering to divine timing and seeing things from a higher perspective. You are thinking clearly and communicating your truth with confidence. You are standing your ground and defending what matters to you. You are experiencing rapid movement and acceleration after a period of waiting. And ultimately, you are completing a major life cycle and stepping into a new chapter of fulfillment and expansion. This is huge, Gemini. The celestial power has absolutely acted for you, and your new life is beginning right now.